Thank you guys for watching the Animal One Guys YouTube channel. If you like my content, leave a comment down below. Ask me questions, let me know what you liked about it. And hey, click on the little like button. But please, if you want, go ahead and subscribe, because it helps my channel out. That way you can stay up to date with all my videos. And if you want, click on the bell icon to get notified. Right? Right? Huh? 1 out of 2. Not bad. Hey guys, look at today's video. What do we have going on here? We have Simba, my 3-year-old Savannah monitor. Then we have name reveal, although if you're on Instagram, you've seen it already. Smog, previously known as Black Throat Monitor 2. And they're outside together. And I've actually been taking a variety of monitors. Guys, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you do miss smaller updates. I've been taking a variety of lizards outside to get them socialized to each other as well as me, and I'm going to go over why does that work. If you have a monitor and you get them at a young age and you want them to get trusting with you, if you can bring them outside in a new environment, hey buddy, hi buddy, get them outside in a new environment. We'll talk about how and why that works. But with bringing them outside, obviously they're getting exercise, they're getting enrichment, they can't get through this one tank, so it's really good. But the other aspect is the social aspect of getting them to interact with and see each other. Because before, undoubtedly, when these guys were smaller, Simba wanted to eat them. You know, he almost wanted to eat everything. So that's twofold. One is he needed to mellow out, but two, he needed to get used to interacting with other lizards of his size or a little bit smaller, so it desensitizes him so he doesn't care, right? So by getting him outside in a controlled behavior, look at Smog try to escape, and we're going to talk about that too. So by getting them outside in a closed area, it forces them to interact and it forces them to act normal. Now, there are some fears that do happen with both of them, specifically when some guy just went by on an electric bike. So not Simba doesn't care, but Smog, Sweet Tooth when I bring her out, and Blackthroat 1, which it's not name reveal time, they will freak out a little bit and they will try to run. Now the nice thing is this is 16 square feet, so it's a lot of space, but so they will run and they cannot get out, which is really important. They will make a break for it, but sorry, no good, you ain't getting anywhere. And it's important to bring them out when they're that size. But sometimes Blackthroat Monitor number 1 comes out, but she stays in a harness and she does try to escape sometimes. So that forces them to stay in this area. That forces them to interact with you or the other lizards in here, or just stay in a corner. But even if they're out in a corner, they're still out, they're still getting those smells, they're still getting those enrichments. So things will happen that will scare them, even in real life. And this is important if you want a monitor that's going to act with your family, with your kids. What if you had a dog and the dog barks? Or maybe you've got your monitor and you're just watching TV in the family room and something loud happens on TV. That's a possibility that could scare your lizard. And then when your lizard is scared, they could exhibit the fight or flight behavior. 9 times out of 10, it is the flight behavior, but sometimes it's the fight behavior. You know, that's even if it's 10% of the time. You don't want to get bit. You don't want kids to get bit. You don't want anyone to have things. So it's good to let them experience loud noises. Let them be afraid, but then see that it's not a big deal. What if you were around little kids and one of the little kids started crying or yelling? That could do that behavior. Now, we see that behavior on Smog, who's, you know, trying to get up to a year old. But what we don't see that behavior on is Simba, who's 3 years old and he's been around it. So he hears loud things and they don't really affect him that much. Guy going by on a little moped. Smog tucks down real low to hide. Sometimes planes go by overhead. So, you know, it's important that they get desensitized. Right, Simba? Look, he just wants to play. Come over here so you can be on camera. We can play, but you have to be on camera when we play. Hi. Good boy. So, outside, what type of aggressive behavior towards me has happened with Smog? None, actually, which is good. And I'm going to go over into why it's very easy to bond with your lizard, especially a bigger lizard, in a scenario like this. The first thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to toss Simba his ball. So he'll stop looking for it. He smells it. He knew it was in my pocket, and he was looking for it. So Simba's going to be chewing on this thing. and we're going to talk about smog. But this goes towards any new larger lizard savannas. This worked very well with Simba. It's working excellent with both Blackthroat 1 and 2, and it's working excellent with Sweet Tooth. And I've shared this to people on my Discords, but one of the major things you can do when you have a new lizard and you are really training it and you want it to be friendly with you and not fear you, and you're going to seek a smog's going to start doing it soon, is you want to put them into scenarios that can maybe be a little overwhelming or a little scary, whether that's coming outside or bringing them into a certain room in the house or taking a clean, only water only lukewarm bath with them. What this does is this will put your lizard in a little bit of a scenario where in the beginning they can be a little scared and need something that they're constantly around. So that will cause your lizard to want to come to you. As you see, here comes Smog, and he's going to come crawling right up to me, and I'll pet him. So that's going to cause your lizard to come to you for safety. As Smog climbs up me right now, and he'll just stay huddled on my chest, sometimes on my shoulder. I don't let him go on my head, but I pet him because he's coming to you for safety. So remember before, guys, how scary it was, the Blackthroat, and I had to tame this guy and he was out of control? Well, we've passed that phase to now he looks at me as I am safe. And this is what's really important. So you have the lizard. Hi, buddy. So you have your lizard. Know that you are safe. So no matter where it is, there's a constant safe. Whether you have them in the room and you have other people out, the lizard will identify you as safety. So when they come out in a situation like this, they're going to see you as the constant, and they're going to identify you as safety, right? And they're going to want to be all over you. They're going to want to be all around you. He's on me. I can pet him. He crawls up on me. He comes to me for constant safety. Now, there's another benefit to already having a tame lizard. So when I bring Simba out with them, in the beginning, he did nothing but want to cuddle on me. He would spend his entire time hugged on my chest, and I'd pet him, and then I'd put him down away from me, and I'd walk away, and he'd come running, not even walking. He'd come sprinting up like you saw to be on me. By having Simba out, Smog sees the way Simba is reacting. He sees normal. He sees calmness. And that type of behavior, he's going to pick up on that type of behavior, right? So that's another good thing to have around. So eventually, he started coming to me less, or like he does here, he'll come to me, but he'll come to me slowly. So he'll go out and he'll explore. Sometimes he'll get scared. Hi, the little girl's there. Sometimes he'll get scared and he'll come back, but that's fine. I am the constant safe spot, so he knows to be friendly with me. And then eventually, he starts learning that humans are the constant safe spot. So if I sit in the pen, what I do sometimes with other people, and I'll step away and he'll climb onto them. So then, okay, now he's not just addressing me as safety, he's addressing all humans as safety, right, Simba? But that's an important part. This is an important part, guys. So what can you do? If you can sit outside in a locked area, just sit outside, let them come to you, let them smell you, and let them leave you on their own to explore. And then when they get a little scared, they'll come back. The guy's going by in his little Vespa again. He's revving it right in front of me, which is just great, which Smog does not like. But that is an important thing. So then they'll come to you for safety. You can do it in a bath, because if you have a lizard who is not a water lizard, they can feel a little uncomfortable in bath water. And what will they do? They will come cling onto you because they don't want to drown. And that, again, gets in their mind for them to establish you as safety. So I just wanted to make this video, guys, a quick one, to give you an update on Smog, name reveal, and show you that he can be outside and he's just as kind and safe. I'm going to go to pet him. I no longer worry about him biting me or biting anyone else. You know, food time, I got to look at how I can pet him. He'll explore, he'll ignore me, and he'll just come to me when he needs reassurance. Okay, guys, I can't thank you enough for all your support. Most of the people who watch my videos, though, I wish you guys subscribed, because like 90% of you are not subscribed. I know how weird that is, even though I have over 100,000. Anyone who subscribes, thank you. You guys who leave comments and hit the like button, that's the only way to help my channel grow. That type of interaction helps the algorithm grow the channel. And last thing, Patreon. If you give me any type of extra cash on Patreon, all of that goes towards food and lighting and care for these guys. And we just have to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts. All right? Love you all, guys. Bye-bye. Right, Simba? He says bye. Thank you guys for supporting my reptile rescue family.